Let's now shift our focus to another big story that we are getting for you. Note counting machines have been brought in to Bhupesh Baghel's son's residence in Durg, where ED officials have been carrying out raids in connection with Chhattisgarh's 2,100 crore liquor scam. ED raids have been on since morning. Earlier today, Congress workers in fact staged a protest as well against the Enforcement Directorate's raid, claiming it a conspiracy by the centre. The raids are part of a money laundering investigation against Baghel's son in an alleged liquor scam case. Baghel's office in a statement has said, and I quote, "When a false case going on for 7 years was dismissed in the court, the ED guests entered the Bhilai residence of former CM and Congress General Secretary Bhupesh Baghel this morning." The statement also said if someone is trying to stop Congress in Punjab with this conspiracy, then it is their misunderstanding. Chaitanya Baghel is suspected to be the recipient of proceeds of crime as far as the liquor scam is concerned. Let's straight away go across to my colleague Bhavtosh joining us on the broadcast for more on this. Bhavtosh, it is becoming political too, but I want to understand from you, what is happening as far as the ED officials are concerned? What's the latest update and what have they found?
Well, as far as ED is concerned, Chhattisgarh liquor scam is very controversial. One of the cases that was filed by the Enforcement Directorate was quashed primarily because that case was based on an income tax complaint. Later, ED had filed a case in Chhattisgarh, and after that, ED arrested in January former excise minister and Congress leader Khawasi Lakhma, and they claim that the former excise minister is part of the syndicate which carried out the excise scam. Now, they have said that the total proceeds of crime is over 2,000 crore rupees. They even alleged that the excise minister was receiving around 50 lakh rupees as bribe, and 1.5 crore rupees was paid to him as one-time payment. They have said there are three parts of this scam. The first part of this scam was when distillers were paying money directly to Chhattisgarh State Marketing Corporation for every time they used to get bottles of liquor. The second part of this scam is when the country-made liquor, who used to manufacture country-made liquor, they used to pay bribe, and that money was never given, was never in fact generated as revenue for the state government. And the third part is those who used to take Indian manufactured foreign liquor. Now, they also used to pay money directly to the people who used to run the syndicate. ED claims that the total proceed of crime is around 2,000 crore rupees, but this is the first time that the Federal Probe Agency has reached the doorsteps of Bhupesh Baghel. Earlier allegations were leveled that he was directly in touch with the accused in the Mahadev app, but for the first time they have carried out raids and searches at the residence of Bhupesh Baghel, leveling allegation that he is directly receiving the proceeds of crime. We are waiting for a formal statement from ED, but they have said that once searches are over, they will be issuing a formal statement as far as this case is concerned.
But Bhavtosh, now we are also showing visuals of these note counting machines that are being taken inside. It means they have perhaps found more cash. I mean, what else could be the reason then?
Well, we have seen visuals of note counting machine going inside the residence, but no official word as to whether cash has been seized or not. Note as far as this case is concerned, but what officials have said that if cash has been recovered, they would obviously follow the procedure. They will in fact ask bank officials to go inside, count the money, and then they will in fact issue a statement. But this there are raids are being carried out at 14 to 15 locations in and around Chhattisgarh, in Bhilai at the residence of Bhupesh Baghel's son, and also at premises which are linked directly or indirectly to Chaitanya Baghel. He has never been questioned in any case. This is the first time that searches are being carried out at his former CM's son. We are waiting also for a statement from Chaitanya Baghel that has not yet been issued.
Right, but can you also tell us, our viewers, a little bit about what time did these raids begin? You told us that around 14 to 15 places are there in and around Chhattisgarh where raids are being conducted by the officials of the Enforcement Directorate. If I'm not wrong, it's been like 10 odd hours since the raids began at Chaitanya Baghel's residence, isn't it?
Yes, Hina, it started early in the morning at around 8 a.m. and ED officers were accompanied by paramilitary forces. Now, when the ED started taking over this investigation, they in fact relied on an income tax complaint and they added section 120B, that's criminal conspiracy, and they said a case of money laundering has been filed. But last April, this case was quashed by the Supreme Court primarily because they said this is not a money laundering case. Subsequently, a day later, ED filed a case of money laundering. And they said that Chhattisgarh police has filed a case of money laundering.
Right.
On basis of that case, ED then arrested former IAS official Anil
Right.
Toteja. They also arrested other individuals. But as I said earlier,
Right.
Supreme Court has time and again said that the manner in which investigation in this case is going on is very disturbing. They in fact questioned
Right.
when ED officials arrested Anil Toteja, but ED in
But
its
now,
documents
since
that have been
note
submitted,
counting machines have gone inside, perhaps something is there that has been recovered by ED officials. We'll wait for an official word on that. For now, Bhavtosh, thank you very much for joining us and getting us all those details.